Hi, Rob Brooks here. Recently, I did an interview with a stay-at-home mom. Just 5 months ago, she was just making a small part-time income online. But over the following 5 months, right up to now, she was able to take in over $20,000. So, without any further ado, I'm going to play for you the interview now, and I've put in some slides also to make it interesting as you listen to it, to also view it. The product is also found at videocashexp.com. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Hi, Rob. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely my pleasure. My first question for you, Shannon, is can you tell us a little about your background and how you got started with Internet marketing and what led you to create the Video Cash Explosion product?
I actually got started, it's been more than 6 years ago now. I started in trying to make an income online. I started in another little thing called network marketing, and that's where I started. I eventually gravitated over to internet marketing because it made more sense for me. But I tried all kinds of different things. I struggled with it for over 5 years of making a little bit of money. I do like to tell people, you know, I was one of the lucky ones that did bring in a couple $100 a month on a consistent basis. So I was one of the lucky ones. But I could never break free to that full-time income. And when I finally realized how it was possible to do that, my mind just went, oh my gosh, how did it take me so long to figure this out? And how can I make sure it doesn't take so long for everybody else?
Wow. That's a great story. How'd you create Video Cash Explosion?
Video Cash Explosion, it was literally called, I had absolutely no intentions of creating my own product ever. I was one that was scared to death to get into that internet marketing niche and try to create my own product. But when I found this system that actually worked, I was introduced to videos by another marketer. He introduced me, said, you got to try these videos. And I added them to a couple of my sites. Went, oh, I can't believe how this has exploded my sales. I tweaked them, I perfected them, had no intention of creating a product of my own at this time, just kept going with my own thing, started creating more sites and more sites. After I had about 10 sites up that were making me a full-time income in a matter of 4 months, I went, I got to create a product. I have to share this with others.
That's great. I'm so glad that you did because I love the product myself. I do use it. Can you explain to us briefly just what Video Cash Explosion is and how our listeners will be able to make money from it like you're doing?
Well, it's really a full system. Like I said, I decided when I did finally decide I was going to release a product, I decided it had to be, I couldn't just, for me it wasn't going to be just a product. I had to create a full system that was going to be good for a beginning marketer. At the same time, an intermediate or an advanced marketer could take this information and expand on it so well. I take you through every single step, literally from that first step of being able to find products to promote. If you have your own product, that works too, but being able to find products to promote all the way to figuring out how to create these videos and how easily it is to really create these videos. I give templates and scripts to people so that they have those available. It's very push-button friendly. It was an afterthought almost after I created the product to create a piece of software because I went, I've been online for 5, 6 years, but there are people out there that, one, don't want to take even if they have the knowledge, don't want to take the time to create the website itself, or two, don't have the ability, and that's where push-button video cache came in, so that literally they can just take a couple pieces of information they have to enter in, and all the technical details are taken out of it for them. They don't have to know anything about HTML, anything about creating a website, anything about uploading a website. That's all done for them in the software. Makes it much easier to go through and do that. Even their keyword research, I made sure in all the templates to place the keywords where they need to be so they have they're doing their on-page SEO work right there within the software. The software is placing everything the way it needs to be placed, and then it uploads it to the website. And then I go in, and after they've got a site on the internet, it's so important to make sure you're doing your promoting and you're promoting the right way. So I give them 3 additional steps to get that going, and so that they know how to promote a website, they know how to get it in search engines, and they work and are able to get page 1 placement within Google, Yahoo, MSN within typically 6 to 8 weeks, and it's amazing. It's so much fun to be able to offer that full, from the beginning, here's where I start, all the way through the end type system.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because I'm no big techie, and when I was going through the learning process, watching your videos and implementing them, I really felt like my hand was being held. It really was not complicated at all, and I are starting getting some videos out there myself and actually making sales, and so it just
That's
is an
great to
awesome
hear,
product. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and that's great to hear. I love to hear the feedback from people, knowing that they can watch my videos and I've explained things so that they can create their own videos as well.
Right, and I just want to emphasize that Shannon said there's a keyword research tool. Let me tell you something. It blew me away. It was so simple to use, but so effective in what it came up with.
Oh, and that keyword tool really came into play because I am an SEO junkie myself, and the only thing I struggled with was finding those keywords, because to find them properly, you do that on your own, and you do it the right way, which most people don't do it because it takes so long, but to do it manually and do it the right way, it's going to take you at least 5, if not 10 hours of your time.
Is there any kind of support that they can get if they decide to purchase Video Cache Explosion?
It comes with complete email support. I get questions all the time, and honestly, my favorite part of this business is helping people work through their business. I am loving the fact that someone can ask me a question, and I can turn right around and answer that and say, here's what you do, here's exactly how you do it, and walk them through that.
Let me ask you now, where can our listeners take another look at Video Cache Explosion and pick one up for themselves?
That's really easy to do, Rob. You simply go to www.videocacheexp.com, and they can get the full details there, get any questions answered there as well, and get a better idea of how the system works.
Okay, that sounds easy enough. Very good. Well, thanks again, Shannon, and to all of you listening. This is Rob Brooks, the Video Go-To Guy, and I'm wishing you all the best.